Are you too tired to get things done? Are you feeling a little overwhelmed because you just don't have enough energy? Hi, I'm Kim Sleno, and I live with PMR and GCA, autoimmune diseases, and sometimes I am so overwhelmed I don't have the energy to do anything. So I'm going to help you, giving you some tips and tricks on energy hacks on how you can make it through the day. It is difficult to get everything done in a day when you really don't have the energy to hardly get anything done. So maybe everything does not have to get done. And that's what I've learned over the almost 16 years of having an autoimmune disease. So what I have found is I have different lists. I'm a list maker, and it just makes my life a little bit easier. So I have a list of essential things that need to get done on an everyday basis. And I have a list of things that I would like to get done. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and maybe next week. So those are the two lists that I kind of work my life around. So let's start with an essential list. And I'm going to give you what's on my essential list, but it doesn't mean it's going to be your essential list. So what you're going to need is over the next day or two is start writing down a list. What are things that you essentially need to do on an everyday basis?
Personal hygiene, take my weight, my blood pressure, feeding animals, eating, exercising, Spanish lessons, meditation, and work on business.
So now what I would like you to do is write down what is your essential list. What are things that you need to do on an everyday basis? Okay, so now you have a list of what you need to do on an everyday basis just to live. Live a decent life, but to live. So the next thing to think about is, are you a morning person or are you a night person? Are you an afternoon person? Now, don't say what you used to be. Say what you are now. Because we know with medications, pain, chronic pain, side effects of medication, it's changed who we were before. So if you're a morning person, what is your best hours? If you're an afternoon person, what are your best hours? If you're a night person, write down what is the best hours, the time frame that works for you.
So when are you going to get things done from your essential list, depending on whether you're a morning, afternoon, or evening person? Try to make a routine of doing things at the same time each day and get your essentials done first and then fit in from the other list.
For me, my best times are from 4 in the afternoon till 9 in the evening. It's just the way my body works now. I get things done in the morning and early afternoon, but I get my best stuff done between 4 and 9 on most days. So now what you want to do is you want to think about the things that you need to do first. So what is on your list? So as an example, personal hygiene is usually one of the things that need to be done in the morning, whether you're a morning, afternoon, or evening person. You're going to probably want to brush your teeth, wash your face, etc. Personal hygiene. You're probably going to need to do some stretches to get that body moving. We need to get moving and we need to feel good. So you're going to need to do some stretches, probably. And you'll probably want to have some breakfast, whether yours is coffee or a smoothie. You're going to need, those are the 3 things that you're going to want to do in the morning, probably. I'm not saying you have to, but that is what most people do. So now that you've got your essentials done, you've had breakfast, you've got up, you've done your personal hygiene, then you need to decide, do I need a rest now? Lots of us do. Depends on where you're at in your journey with chronic pain, an autoimmune disease, or medications. So if you need to rest, then that is what you're going to do now, is rest. Because remember, this is figuring out a day of how everything's going to work for you, your body, and getting some things done. So if you need to rest, lay down, do whatever it takes to make yourself feel good. Now, if you don't need to rest, you can look at another list that we're going to be working on is your want to do list. So things that you can fit in afterwards. So we're going to look at what do we need to our want list. So let's take a look at that.
My non-essential list. Change the bed, do some laundry, do some batch cooking, grocery shopping, meet up with a friend, read a book, clean an area of the house, or go for a walk. These are just some of the things that are on the non-essential that we all want to do.
So I've shown you what my typical to-do list of these are things that I want to get done maybe in the next day, 2 weeks. It's just my to-do list. So I want you to figure out what is your to-do list. What are things that need to be done? Is there a few little repairs that need to be done in the house? Do you want to get your floor washed? Do you want to wash your bathtub out? All those things that are really not essential to living, but it's kind of nice to have done as well. Do you want to get some gardening done? Do you want to go out for a walk? Do you want to go meet with some friends and have a cup of coffee or go out for dinner with somebody? So those are all things that you want to be able to fit into your life, but it's not essential on every single day. So I want you to write that list out. So you've got your essentials done in the morning, some personal hygiene, different things. And then you can look at what is also on your essential list that maybe can be done later in the afternoon or the early evening, or depending on whether you're a morning person, afternoon, or evening, that you can fit them in there. And then you can look at your time and say, hey, I got a couple hours. I don't need some rest right now. Maybe I'll do some gardening. Maybe I'll go out for a coffee with a friend. Maybe I'll wash the floor, whatever. So those are things that you want to fit in there and still feel good and not like you're exhausted and you have a little bit of energy and you're not overwhelmed. That's a big thing. We don't want to be overwhelmed and feel like stressing ourselves out. So just remember, none of your days are set in stone, except for probably your morning ritual, breakfast, stretching, personal hygiene. But nothing is set in stone and everything can change here and there. Just don't get stressed about it. So if you get all your essentials done in a day, great. If you don't get anything else done on the other list, it's not a big deal. Life goes on. We're going to feel good about ourselves because we don't want to feel guilty that we didn't get some things done that were really not essential to making us feel good. So one of the things that I do is, because I broke my back 3.5 years ago, most of my resting is done on my bed. And that's when I can do some social media things. I can do my Spanish lessons. And it's when I'm laying on my bed, it gets my feet up, gets my back feeling comfortable. So do what works for you. Find a comfortable chair, find your bed, find whatever works for you to make you feel relaxed when you don't have enough energy. That's the big key. We don't have the energy. Listen to our body and relax and rest. That's how we're going to get better.
This is my typical day. I now make a new list to do of non-essentials every Sunday, and I check them off as I go. I don't always get the list completely done, so I just carry the unfinished ones over to the next week.
So let's talk about some energy saving hacks. So I know that my best time of day, as I said before, is between 4 and 9 p.m. So if I feel good on those days, this is when I'll do my energy saving hacks. And some of them are things like I will do what I call batch cooking. I live by myself, and so I will do something like a stir fry that is good for 3 or 4, maybe 5 days. Now I can either put it in containers afterwards and put it in the freezer, or I can put it in the fridge and it stays good for at least 5 or 6 days. When I do something like that, I will cook the stir fry in a great big frying pan or a wok, and everything's good to go. And then and that's all vegetables. And then I will do my protein on the side, so I know exactly what I'm getting for protein in that day, and also then the meat is not being mixed in with the vegetables and it has a lot less chance of going bad. So then I'll scoop up some of the stir fry and I'll take the chicken or fish or shrimp or whatever, and I'll cook that separately, and then I mix it all together just at the end. So really good hacks for making large batches of food so you're not having to cook every single night is stir fries, chow mein, curry chicken. I do the curry sauce and everything, and then I will add the chicken afterwards. Stews, soups, anything that's easy to put in the freezer and take out. And you say, oh, geez, I really don't feel like doing anything today. And it's easy to do. You're getting good, nutritious food, food that will not cause inflammation, which we'll talk about on another video. But just so you're eating healthy and you're not feeling overwhelmed, like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to be eating for dinner.
So this is the chow mein. We start by sauteing some onions and then adding some sliced up ginger, grated carrots, then some sweet peppers, sliced up cabbage, and then I add some cooked chow mein, noodles, some fresh bean sprouts, and then I add the sauce. So the sauce is oyster sauce, soya, both dark and regular, fish sauce, and a little bit of brown sugar. And then I add that to it. I also add some sesame seed oil and stir it all up. And you just cook it so it's all nicely softened up. And you have a delicious chow mein ready to cook, eat.
So again, drop a comment in, put stir fry, stew, curry, and I will do a video on that as well. I hope you like this video. If you do, please share with other people. I am trying to help people that live with chronic pain, an autoimmune disease, polymyalgia, rheumatica, or giant cell arteritis. Disease debilitating, but sometimes the medication is almost as bad as the disease. So I know what people are going through and I'm trying to help. So I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe or like my video. It just helps with the algorithm. If you could subscribe, I truly appreciate it. It helps me, and that will in fact be able to help other people. Thank you. Namaste.